Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming. Thanks guys for all the donations you've made towards NAMI. We're still working towards our different goals and benchmarks. Once we hit the $2,500 mark, which we may have by the time this video actually comes out, I'll go over what we're going to be opening for that, just to kind of spur that on a little bit further. But this video is going to be a little bit different. Similar in the fact that we're going to be showing consignment stuff. We're going to be showing some stuff that I bought. We'll show you guys some stuff I'm sending off to PSAs, some stuff on Reholder, you know, that kind of stuff. But I'm also going to end it with a video on a really small Wizards of the Coast Pokemon set. It's like a mini set. There's only these 7 cards. However, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to kind of go over, you know, the history of them and, you know, show you guys just a little something from my personal collection. Many of you already know about this stuff, but some of you may not. You may have no idea that these cards even exist. So I'm going to show you guys, you know, which ones have it, this special stamp, and we'll go over it. Some of you may have already been able to even guess what it is based off the size, because very few sets are this small. All right, so first I'm going to start off with a small consignment that we got in. So this one right here, it's only 4 cards. We've got a Charizard from Secret Wonders, and then we have the 3 Charizard VMAXs. The first one that come out, where he was in Darkness Ablaze, and then we have the Champion's Path Secret Rare one, and then we have this shiny one from Shining Fates. Now it says Shiny Vault on here, and that stands for the SV. It's like a subset of Shining Fates. But this guy, he's actually selling his cards in consignment to have just a little bit better Christmas for his kids. I thought that was really cool. So hopefully these do well in auction. And I think they start Saturday night. Yeah, they should start Saturday night. And I didn't say it in the last video, but happy Thanksgiving, guys. I hope that you had a good one. And you're spending time with family right now, not wasting it all on, you know, watching TCA Gaming's YouTube. But I totally get it. I've had Thanksgivings where I was by myself in college, and you know what? I was like, hey, let's just watch some stuff on YouTube. And I spent days, you know, just kind of delving into that stuff. Here we have another consignment. This one is a little bit different. Not as much English, or basically no English. There's just a few English cards in here, but these are mostly CGC graded, and it's kind of like these tropical tidal waves and tropical winds. For those of you who have no idea what these are, every year since 2004, they've made like this 9-card set. Well, you know, I'm not even that knowledgeable on it, but for the most part, they've made a 9-card set, one in like 9 different languages, and they've stamped them, and you can get them at the Worlds. And you know, some of them are pretty rare. There's some years where they're actually they're errors. I think it's the DP05 one. But here's some of the ones that he got. This is the Tropical Tidal Wave. You can see like the Pikachu riding a wave. This is 2006 Japanese. Usually the Japanese ones are unnumbered. You see right here, this is the Tropical Wind 2004, and this got Spanish, and you can see right there it's World 04. Here we got a Rockets Moltres EX. Like, let me put these back down in the same order. It'll make it a lot easier once I do sell them. We're moving up to a 7.5. Got a French Tropical Wind 04, Italian 04. Then we have a Battle Carnival Palace Belt prize. We've got a German Tropical Wind. Then we have the Lizardon or Charizard Mega Battle Qualification prize. And they're going to keep going. That's not all there is. In fact, he's got some pretty cool stuff here at the very end. Got a Rocket Zapdos EX. These come in like a little, well, maybe not that one. Some of these come in like little decks. It's the Japanese and English release. Most of the time, they're not 1-to-1, but the closest times that they were really in the original sets. So here we've got a Tropical Wind. So you can see it's unnumbered. It's the Japanese 04. Got the Tidal Wave Spanish, an Italian Wind. This is just the regular WB promo. This is the Dragonite. I always thought that the Dragonite displayed really well in a CGC case. This is the Pikachu number 12. Now you could get a holo version with the number 13 Meowth from the very first 10 that come out in 2003. It was like this metal tin. It was silver. Had, I think it was Swampert, Blaziken, and Sceptile on the front. The Generation 3 starters, and inside of it there was a sealed promo with the holo Pikachu number 12 and the Meowth number 13. But this isn't that. This is actually non-holo, and it is the 10th anniversary promo. There was another one that came out with the space. Man, I can't remember the name of it now. It's like slipping my mind. But I've got a stack of them that I pulled back off of Troll Toad a while back. Here we have the Portuguese Tidal Wave, the German, and another Portuguese one. And these are actually the same, other than you can see on this one the edges is a 9. But I've labeled them like with the back, with the last 3 certs, just to make sure that they don't get confused. Hopefully they don't get confused. Here we go. We've got the special delivery Pikachu, pulling the 8.5. There's the WB Mewtwo and the Pikachu. Then we have an Eevee on the ball, not the Pikachu on the ball, but the Eevee on the ball, which has gotten a lot more popular. Here we've got the Cracked Ice Pikachu. We've got a Kanazawa Pikachu. Then we have just a regular Sword and Shield promo Pikachu. And then we have the Gym Challenge Silver Bangle. Coming up on the last little bit here, I'll show you guys a few of the things that I bought. And some of it's pretty cool. I don't think you've seen this kind of stuff before. We've got a Zacian and a Zamazenta V. Got another Kanazawa Pikachu. And again, these have the certs, the last 2 of the cert in the title. Then we have a Misty and Lorelei. I'm not really sure how to say her name. This is a Trainer Deck B card. You can see right there the red back. You see? We just had that Blastoise go recently in auction. Got a Lost Remover. This is, yeah, the Lost Link prize. A Palace Book. 2018 Gym Battle Winners prize. I'm not really familiar with a lot of the prizes that are newer. We got a Daiichi Pan Snorlax, Gym at 10, and then to finish out we have a Satao, however you want to say it, Mint 9 Mega Tokyo Pikachu with the Charizard right there. But you can see his signature, and he drew the Pikachu. There's a cert if you want to look at it a little bit more closely, and the condition on the back side. I'm curious to see where that one ends up. Alright, now to show you guys some stuff that I got in. It's not much. It is, first we have this, got 2 more of these, finally they come in. So I was 3 for 5 on Japanese sellers. This guy, he took forever to ship, but he got here and actually he did a really good job shipping. So that sale was pretty great. Now, I'm going to show you guys some stuff that was, oh, it's too big. So these are actually some Magic the Gathering design portfolio type things. You can see over here it's got like part of the robe and then different colors off to the side. I'm not sure what all that stuff is. It's a Limdol. See, I'm not familiar with these Magic the Gathering guys, but I got a few of these displays. I thought they were pretty cool. I didn't pay a whole lot for them. It's not exactly my thing, but because it comes from directly from the designer, I really liked it. It was that one. Here's another one. I'm gonna have to like fan it in because of my wonderful camera working skills. Got a Gusta Ebbesdotter. Let's see the other one there. They're on pretty big displays, and like that's put on there. It's like taped on there or something. Hood, robe, pants, shirt. There's some more stuff. Coat liner, different colors. Same thing on the back side. Get that little sticker. And then there's one more. You're gonna like this one the most. I don't know who Kolbjorn is. I think that's maybe German or something. I really don't know. But I like his staff. There's the back side. And then there is more of those colors and different things. So I thought those were pretty cool. Now, if you are into Magic type artwork and that stuff, just let me know. Yeah, I might be willing to move that product to someone else who would like it a little bit more than myself. But either way, I'm probably just going to stick it with this. I've got a couple boxes full of just wizard stuff that I keep. Alright, next up, I'm grading these 3. I am paying $150 a piece to grade this $10 jumbo. I'm going to get all 3 graded. I believe all 3 have a shot at a 10, so we'll see how it goes. I had gotten these in 2 days ago. What was crazy, I ordered it on Saturday. The dude shipped it and I got it on Monday. It was 3 of these boxes for, I went back and looked, it was $203 or something like that. So I've lost most of the ones that I've tried winning in auction. And then I'm going to get this one reholdered. So you can kind of tell there's just too much space around this card. Although it doesn't like move. I think it's in, they've got some kind of fabrication, thing with the plastic where it doesn't move. So I'm gonna have this one redone though, so it fits nice and tight and it matches the rest of the box stoppers that I have. Still looking for the Suicune, but hopefully nothing goes wrong and I can still have the Mewtwo in a 10. Alright, so now we're pretty much through what I would normally show you guys. Maybe we'd open up some packs, but instead of opening up packs, I'm going to talk about the Wizard Stamp promo set. So there are 7 cards in this set, and we're going to go through each one. Almost, I think 5 of them come from the Top Deck magazines that you could get. well, this one, Duelist magazine, so maybe it was 4 of them. So this is the Pikachu. This is the first one. It's from Jungle's first edition, but you can see right here it's got this nice gold wizard stamp. I really like it. It's pretty iconic for, you know, just the Wizards era, and the fact that it's stamped, it's gold. It's, you know, this one's in a 10. None of these are for sale. I may have an extra Misty Psyduck in a 10 or something like that, because I just sold a couple of those on eBay. But like I said, I may have one more. I can't really remember. But anyways, this is the very first one that come out. You can get it in a magazine. I believe it was a Jungle Fever Duelist magazine. It had like a Flareon on the front. Basically, it was just a magazine. It was sealed, and they just threw the card in there loose. So I mean, a lot of times when you found them, they weren't in the best of condition. I've seen them bent around the bottom before. Sometimes they come with booster packs. I couldn't remember if this one was or not. Sometimes they come with other packs, like I've seen them with Magic packs. Not Yu-Gi-Oh! Now this one was a Top Deck magazine. That's what the TD right there stands for. Kabuto, it's from Fossil. This one isn't first edition. It's unlimited. I think the Pikachu is the only first edition one, but I can't remember. And, you know, I have no idea how they acquired, you know, these specific cards. Maybe it was through Wizards or Pokemon or something. They bought a bunch of Kabutos, or they just had a bunch of Kabutos they bought from different places. But, you know, this one got the 10, and, you know, there it is. All right, so the next one up, we see a little bit of different change. This is the Dark Arbok. It's from Team Rocket. Now, this stamp is actually on the picture. Now, if you look at the previous two, they're actually below. And I've seen some where the stamp's been in weird places, but in general, that's where they should be, right below the set symbol. This one, instead of being in the over the part of the attack description, it's in the bottom right of the picture. And this one actually didn't come in a magazine at all. This one come in like a red, almost like leathery pouch. And it was really cool because it looked just like a Team Rocket type thing. And then on the inside, you had this Dark Arbok card, and then you had a Gym Challenge like set insert type advertisement thing. And that was pretty cool because not a lot of people have that card. Not a lot of people even know it exists. I mean, it is. I haven't ripped one in half to make sure it's on Pokemon stock, but I assume it would be. But HK, that actually stands for Hong Kong, the Hong Kong League. I'm not sure if they were distributed here in America or not. I've never looked into it too deep. I don't know if it was an actual Hong Kong distribution or an American distribution. I would think it would be something here in America just because the cards are in English. But again, I could just be assuming too much. Next up, we have War Turtle. Now, this one is, it does have the W stamp right there, but if you look at the card closely, you'll see that there's something a little different. Now, it does have the trainer, or Top Deck right there for the Top Deck magazine for the release. But look at the HP. It's like, it's dark. There's some kind of issue there. So this always made me believe that these actually had specific print runs directly through Wizards. They weren't just something that Top Deck bought out a bunch of War Turtles and had them stamped, because it is a different type thing. You see how the HP is supposed to be this specific color, but here it's almost like a dark purple type deal. It's not like the normal red that you would see. And these were notoriously hard to get without edge wear around the corners. It's kind of like the Clefable. These were much tougher to get a 10, but not as hard. They weren't like insane, or actually basically impossible, because the pre-release Clefable, we still have yet to see a PSA 10 copy. I made the mistake of busting out a map one that was 10-10-9, and it was graded 9++. I broke it out, tried to grade it as a PSA 10, and it come back an 8. And I tried several times, and I'm not sure why. It was stronger than a 9 that I've received before, but you know, it was just one of those things where maybe if I graded it way back when, it would have had a shot, but there's just no way now. Maybe one day somebody will get one of those, but it's just so tough to know for sure. Next up, we have Dark Charmeleon. This is personally my favorite one. This is the only one that you could get as a sealed promo. It was an Australian craft giveaway. In fact, I showed one of these in a previous video recently where I was showing off the PSA graded packs that I had. And it come back as an 8 inside the sealed package, but it's just like a clear cellophane. You got it in Australia, and I'm not sure if it actually come inside of a macaroni and cheese box or how the giveaway was done, but craft giveaway. That's what I know. And I know that it was distributed in Australia. There it is. All right, now moving on to the next one, we have the Misty Psyduck. This is one I was talking to you about earlier. I may have another one up. You can see the W stamp is still in the bottom right of the picture. There's really nothing too special about it. Come in the Top Deck magazine. It's the only one from Gym Heroes. And then we've got the last one, which is Gym Challenge. Now, if you notice here, the W stamp has again moved down into the description or below the picture into like the description of the first attack. So the position change, I'm not sure why that happened, honestly, myself. But again, it comes in from a Top Deck magazine. I'm not sure why that. It says TDK instead of just TD like the other ones. That's probably something on PSA side. But if you notice, you had one from basically all the sets except for base. I think Team Rocket had 2. So you had Jungle, you had Fossil, Team Rocket, base set 2, then you had Team Rocket, Gym Heroes, and Gym Challenge. And then after Gym Challenge, you actually move into Generation 2. So it was, I'd always assumed that it was 1 for each of the sets that come from Generation 1, but Team Rocket got two of the cards instead. So that was a little weird. But something else that I did not mention, if you look right here, this Dark Arbok actually has the corrected dates down there. Instead of saying 23,000, it just says 2,000. So that was just another indicator that these got their own type run. I believe I may have the Pikachu sheet, like where it's all the Pikachus with the W stamp on them, but I have not seen the other ones before, I don't think. Yeah, and the reason I say this stuff, like even if there's strong evidences of certain things happening, it may not be the case that it's true, because like I don't know any of these things for facts. But there's the information that I do have on the W stamp promos. There's probably a ton of information on Bulbapedia about it. But if you ever wanted to collect this set, it's pretty easy to find. Like these cards raw, like you could get all 7 of these cards, I imagine, for a couple $100 in near mint condition. Now I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Like I know that this one, pre-COVID, it was like $10 or so near mint. It's probably maybe $50 or so. That would probably be your most expensive one, but the others usually aren't too bad. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch all the way through to the end of this video. I know there's probably not many of you here now, and I'll try to have another video out soon. And thanks again for all the support you guys have put through with NAMI. Thanks.